Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. Right now, Rivers people are beginning to declare their stand, and even the fate of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu come 2027 may have been decided if, of course, he does not, in all sincerity, widen properly and do the needful, as other elders from other constituencies and other local governments are beginning to speak. So, a few hours ago, it was still the same case of elders, women protesting continuously now for the fifth day going, and the other protesting group are unable to gather. There's the other counter protest who is in support of so administrator. They only did it once, they couldn't gather again. But these other women have been at it. Yesterday it was burning, but right now, just a few hours ago, these elders gather, and the statement they made directly to all the stakeholders, particularly to the president, clearly shows that if there's any time the president must act, it has to be now, or else his fate in 2027 is fully sealed. These are old men. They don't change their mouth. Let's listen to them. We'll come back for more.
A communique by Oba Ebemandoni Local Government Areas Elders Forum in response to the political imbroglio in Rivers State. This is taking place today, April 18, 2025. We, the elders of Oba Ebemandoni Local Government Area in Rivers State, after a critical and objective analysis of the political situation in Rivers State, do state as follows. Number one, that the declaration of the state of emergency in our dear state by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, was born out of misinformation, contrived and manipulated by desperate powermongers. Number two, that we, the people of Oba Ebemandoni local government, voted massively for Sir Dr. Sim Fubara as governor of Rivers State and his deputy, Professor Ngozi Odo. And until the suspension, the governor was doing credibly well and delivering in the provision of critical structure, health facilities, road construction, security, welfare, and staff salary, pension, etc., etc. Pray that the suspension of democratically elected officials and the subsequent appointment of a sole administration who is flagrantly demolishing democratic institutions in the state is unconstitutional, illegal, and undemocratic, and will only exacerbate the political situation and stagnate development in our dear state. Number four, that the panel for reconciliation of the political impasse in Rivers State, which Mr. President promised, be convoked immediately to commence the process of restoration of constitutional governance and democracy in Rivers State. Number five, that we voted for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2023 general election and will vote for him again in 2027 as far as he meets our expectations for good governance and respect for rule of law in Rivers State. In conclusion, the political situation in Rivers State may be likened to using a gun to kill a mosquito. We request that concerted efforts be put in place by all stakeholders, the Presidency, the National Assembly, and the political gladiators to facilitate amicable resolution of the political impasse and immediate resumption of democratic governance in Rivers State. This document is signed this day, April 18, 2025, by Barrister Victor Onyige, Elder Peter Odike, and Mrs. Stella Amadi, representing the Omog zone in Onelga. Stella Adiela, Dr. Ebe.
All right, welcome back. I wouldn't say this is a threat, but the old men are literally saying, look, whatever game you're playing, you can't be using a gun to want to kill ordinary mosquito. Haba, how do they do such? And they say whatever it is you agreed to do, reconciliation, nothing whatsoever is going to that effect, and they expect them to expedite action. Looking at the way that old elderly man spoke, you know that he's very learned. That they're not talking does not mean that one man will begin to make others look as if they don't have sense. That they allow power to be playing among power mongers, it doesn't mean that they don't know what they are doing. They just want peace in the land. And they're not directing themselves to Wike because they already know who Wike is. They're directing their matter to President Bola Tinubu, who declared the state of emergency, whose face they're looking at, or else they know exactly what to do to their sons. Now, what's your take on this?
Well, I think that right now the people of Rivers State are tired of the level of power tussle going on in the state, considering the fact that Wike is not the first governor, neither the second, neither the third. Other governors have been, even before the advent of democracy in 1999, there have been series of individuals, before him coming to act as though you were the one that supported the motion for River State to be, founded. It's as though, you're the man in charge. Acting in that capacity is quite vexatious, and that's why we are seeing multiple elder statements coming in to register their displeasure. Unfortunately, Wike is not someone that you can talk to for him to align. The only thing that will bring alignment is if you stand on his side. And I think that's why the people have decided to, those, especially the elders. Don't forget that there's an adage that says that what the elders see when they are sitting there, even young people who, when they are up, they can't even visualize it. And when we're talking about elders, we're not talking about age. We're talking about people who have gone through life experience and have allowed, they've gone through life and they have allowed life to go through them. So already they understand, what the future is depicting. People have been on the streets severally. And this is just the women. Who knows when the youth will wake up? If you check our video, you're going to see a particular video of some youth. The way they spoke was different from the way women speak. And don't forget that when you talk about youths, you're talking about strength. If they decide to exhibit the act of strength, will we be able to, go through this again and again? And I think that's why these men, in their different quarters, all the local government, especially considering how concern similar Fubara had been before now over their own affairs. They are registering their and I feel that the federal government, especially the president, needs to have a rethink. It's not just about you being elected into power, whether Wike lives or whether Wike exists or not. If you do the right thing, the people of River State will vote you in. As we are talking right now, there is no solid person that can come out and say, I'm contesting the election that Nigerians really certify, apart from maybe Peter Obi. Everybody will support you if you use this opportunity to erase some of the negative thought that the people had about you before now. So it's not a matter of I have structure and all of that. It's structures that he has. I can assure you, if you sum all of them up, they don't amount up to like 1,000. It's the people, and come on, the structure will not force the people to come and begin to thumb rings. When the time come, they do. You understand? They will do what is in their heart. So it's for you to drive into the hearts of the people by doing the right thing, and the right thing to be done as at now is to ensure that these 6 months suspension is cut short, so that democracy will be restored. I think that's the position here.
All right, that's going to wrap it up. When you talk about structure, I'm beginning to wonder, it's no structure of corruption. Is there another structure? Let's put in our comment section. Let's interact.